Good morning, everybody. I thought I'd properly introduce myself. I'm a little camera shy. I'm still working on that, guys. Oh, excuse the noise outside, but I do not like to close my windows. I live in California and the weather is beautiful, so it is what it is, okay? My name is Anya, and as you can see, I read tarot cards. Had an awakening about 3 years ago, and for some reason, I just picked up the tarot cards and I knew what I was doing. This gift, along with a few others, has enabled me to help other people. And I do this out of love, and that's it. I do this out of love because love for you and love for myself. The reason why my channel is called Soul Wolf Mother is because I found my soul. And I've been a single parent all my life. I have a son and a daughter and 7 grandchildren. Yes, 7. So I am a mother and a grandmother. And I'm very, very proud of my children. We broke a family lineage chain that I didn't think could be broken. And that is what, as starseeds and light workers, we are here to do. We are here to break the chains of reincarnation and reincarnation of slave after slave after slave. Now, I don't know, this video might get taken down for saying that, but that's exactly what it's all about, is that we are coming out of purgatory from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, which is going to be joyful. And there is no better time to be alive right now. I've got a few things. I'm going to be doing a few videos on things that have helped me along the way. I know you guys don't know this, but I am a recovered drug addict. Many, many years of abuse. I think I was more trying to shut the voices down, shut the intuition down, because life just wasn't like that. I'm over 50. So my generation kind of had it a lot harder than the ones that came after. So we had to adjust to many circumstances that weren't really even humane, if you want to put it in plain, simple terms. In fact, the first time I ran away from home, I was 6 years old, because I just felt like I didn't belong to that family. I didn't know why, but now I know that my soul agreed to come into this incarnation to break the chains on that volatile bloodline, because it was volatile. It was abusive, addictive personalities, materialism, the whole thing. It was not a nice thing to have to transmute. And as a Pisces, it's what we do. We transmute the negative into the positive, if it's all possible. So anyway, what I'm here to tell you about is that on my channel links, you can find natural homeopathic remedies for free. I'm not going to charge anybody for the information that I find, because it's free for me and it's free for you. And don't say there's nothing for free. Now, if you take this and decide to monetize it, that's your deal. That's not my deal. My deal is to convey the information to you so you can make your own decisions, okay? Because these natural remedies have helped me so much. I mean, down to whitening my teeth. So check them out. They're in my it's called Be Natural Remedies, and just go through the videos if you have any kind of ailment or you know, some kind of physical ailment, or like I said, you just want to whiten your teeth, you just want to look younger, you know, all those kind of things. They're in the areas below. Now, I don't know if everybody's feeling this or not, but this solar eclipse, wow, okay? We're talking some serious dark purging going on. And I'm not talking about just with the world events. I'm talking about within everybody's soul right now. I went through it too. The last few days was really, really hard for me emotionally. And I'm not normally a really emotional person, just ask my children. So going through the last purge that I went through was probably the hardest one so far, besides the physical Kundalini. Now, I'm going to warn you about the Kundalini rising. Everybody says how great it is, and it's enlightening, and you get to your crown chakra, and you see all these purple haze, and it's beautiful. I'm here to tell you, the Kundalini awakening is hard. It brings up every single thing from your root chakra to your crown chakra that has a block. Your voice, your heart, your sacral chakra, your sexual, your solar plexus, your spiritual, your third eye, and your crown. My recommendation is look through my meditation tracks. There are aligning meditations for your chakras that you can find there, and they do help. They help you line up so you feel at peace within. And there are, like I said, I got one for sleep, for anxiety, for pain, for nerve pain, because I know a lot of people suffer with diabetes, and I don't have diabetes, thank goodness. But I come from a long line of people who have diabetes and heart disease. So I posted those videos because I just lost my mom last year to heart disease and diabetes. I lost my little brother in 2016 to heart disease and diabetes. Well, it didn't. It starts out as that, and then it can turn into other things. Meningitis. Yeah, I mean, it starts out as diabetes and heart disease, but it gets worse. Okay, so stay healthy and take care of yourselves. I'm still, you know, my biggest problem was smoking. I smoked for 35 years, so I'm still, I have to say, I'm still trying to kick it because I still want a cigarette, you know. But I'm getting there. So far, I've been able to come off most of the chemicals necessary, you know, unnecessary chemicals, imbalancing my energy. And that is the key, is staying at that 0 point energy. So, I have been, I have rheumatoid arthritis, which is, and degenerative disease, which are things that can't be fixed. Okay? And most readers that are on these channels, I mean, they have lupus, they have immune deficiency diseases, they have all kinds of issues that you know nothing about, And they're here to help you. Now, yes, we all need to make money. Okay, that's part of the game. But these people cannot work in the corporate world because they're sick or they're weak. And don't judge them for being that way. You're being in judgment is actually going against the grain. I mean, be discerning, know right from wrong, but stay out of judgment. You can't judge somebody you don't know. You can't judge somebody you do know, because that's not your job. Your job is to forgive. Your job is to let all that baggage go. Forgive your parents, forgive your job, forgive yourself. For goodness sakes. That's the most important one, is to forgive yourself. Because we've all made mistakes. Nobody's perfect. We had to learn. And now we're in a state where learning is part of ascension. So the more you learn, the faster the ascension comes. Now, I'm a pretty good manifester. So if I need something, sometimes I get a little frustrated, but I wait, and a lot of times it just pops out of nowhere. So manifestation is almost instantaneous right now. So, and I'm not talking about selfish manifestation. I'm talking about your daily needs, your daily habits, your daily things that you think about on a consistent basis. Now, I know money is one of them. So your ability to manifest has to come from you. It can't come from outside. I've learned this the hard way. As above, so below, so within, as within, so without. And you attract your thoughts. So, and words are very powerful. So be careful with your words. Because right now, and in this time that we're going through of ascension, evolution, whatever you want to call it, everything is instantaneous. Your thoughts, your feelings, everything. And when you're projecting that negativity on other people, what you're projecting is an aspect of you. So remember that. Every time you get upset with someone for something that they do, it's because you're projecting something about yourself. I found this out the hard way. And you lose communication with some people that you really, really care about because you're projecting your pain onto them. Even though you're not aware of that, because you're criticizing them for being the way they are, when you know all along it's kind of like it's you, you know. So what I'm going to talk to you about is a couple things that aren't on the channel. One of them is how to fix cavities. This is important because a lot of people can't afford to go to the dentist and take care of like a sore tooth or cavities or anything like that. What you need to do if you're having an emergency like that is you go buy a biodegradable sponge, and you use this stuff called Tidy Glue Zip. Okay, this is actually a medication for Alzheimer's, but it's glue, and you stick. If you got a hole in there, you stick the now I haven't done this yet, so this is not FDA approved, but this is just information that I've received telepathically on and from guides, um, that if you have a hole in your tooth and you're having a real rough time with that, or a nerve is exposed or something like that, you can use this method in order to get you to go longer until you can go to the dentist. Or and from what I understand, this stuff helps you grow your teeth back, I guess. That I'm not 100% sure of, and I haven't researched it, so I'm just letting you know. You can take the biodegradable sponge, stick it in the hole, and then cover it with that tidy zip glue, and it should hold, keep that from getting any worse, or hold you off till you can go to the dentist. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about was things that are not on the healing channel. Is the most powerful antibiotic is very natural. It's honey and turmeric. However you say that. I always say turmeric. I don't know why. But honey and turmeric mixed, like, when they used to say about how moms used to give castor oil to their kids. Well, that's kind of what you do, is you mix it together like a castor oil, and you take it by the tablespoon, and it, very powerful antibiotic. It's worked for me. That and apple cider vinegar water and lemon water, both very, very good for you. And and then this was explained to me by my guides, but like I said, I just went through a cancer scare. I went through a breast cancer scare. It was benign, so I'm okay. But I still have to get checked every 6 months. So I researched and asked for help in finding cancer cures. And I found these foods are supposed to have certain, well, I have the properties listed to each food, but you can look them up for yourself. I mean, it's not hard. All the information that is out there is free. You do not have to pay for it. And anybody who's trying to sell it to you is hustling you, okay? You can access any of this information on the internet and on YouTube, okay? The cancer-causing foods are cancer. We already know what those are, GMOs. But it dies when you eat the foods that I'm about to tell you. We got broccoli, we got green tea, tomatoes, blueberries, ginger, garlic, spinach, pomegranate, walnuts. And I'll repeat that. That's broccoli, green tea, tomatoes, blueberries, ginger, black garlic, spinach, pomegranate, and walnuts. Okay? And the other ones is an anti-inflammatory. Awesome anti-inflammatory. Also cucumbers. But grapes and grapeseed extract. Okay? So that's all I have for that information. I'm going to have to do a whole nother video, but I'm writing a book, and it's fantasy. And it's gonna be out probably by next fall. And it's all about the ascension. It's all about the beauty of what's really going on. And I'll be doing a few more videos. If you're having problems with the ascension, you feel free to book a session. I got lots of answers. Lots of information if you need it, okay? I'm a very easygoing person, so I'm easy to talk to when it comes to, and all all information is private. And I don't share. Okay? I'm going to be doing a video on balancing your dark and light energies, because in the spiritual community, everybody has this. They're not going with the polarity. This is not duality, but it is duality, because without balance, something's out of whack. So think about it as spirituality here, 3D here, where you still have to deal with the third dimension. You still have to be here until this is set. So when you're in spirituality, you still need to stay at that even keel. You can't do this, because then you become ungrounded and you lose your mind. And you start accusing people of things. Now, tarot readers are magicians. They are witches. They are whatever you want to call them. Because these cards tell stories. And if you read 10 different readers on YouTube, you'll find out they're all telling basically the same story. How does that happen from different parts of the world? It is magic, people. And it's nothing to be played with, because it comes with responsibility. You're being a light to someone else, so that is a responsibility. And in the spiritual community, it has gotten very, very confusing for so many people, because some are preaching that everybody's playing black magic and this and that and the other. Any magic you perform is magic. Black magic is when you sacrifice goats and children and disgusting things like that. You can find some of that stuff on my truth channels. The dark side. But you have to know the dark side in order to know the light. And you have to know the light in order to know the dark. So that has to be balanced. Libra is a really good sign to think about when the Justice card. Okay? When you're thinking about energy. Okay? Because sometimes things ain't so great. You know? It can't all be rosy and lilies and happiness, and it can be in fantasy land, but there's a dark side. And you always have to learn how to bring those together in order to achieve oneness with yourself. Okay? I don't know how to explain that in any other terms, but that's as far as I'm going to go with this video. I will be doing another video on the hardest part of this job as a light worker, or as a twin flame. I am a twin flame. I have so many things in my chart that prove that. Yes, I read astrological charts and astrology. I dig pretty deep, even into the dark stuff. So I don't do black magic. I don't do anything of that nature. I am a mother and a grandmother, and I have nothing but good intentions towards the world and the next lineage that surpasses me, because that's why I'm here. I don't remember ever not being here. Does that make any sense to you? Do you feel that sometimes? Well, that's because you're a starseed too. That's because you were sent. You volunteered. You didn't get sent. Because nobody, even in the higher realms, we have a choice. And I know my spirit, in general, probably volunteered for the incarnation I had, because my spirit says, bring it. Let's do this. I got this. No problem. I know that sounds silly, but that's my spirit. I'm just that kind of person that says, All right, it's a dirty job. Somebody's got to do it, but hey, bring it. Let's do it. So, I know that I don't mean to sound, I'm not uppity. I'm just one of those free spirits that says, hey, somebody's got to do it. And I usually do. I'm not afraid. So, yeah. So, we'll get into how the hardest part of this job, which can be tough. And you can get all kinds of flack, and people can start being negative at you and throwing stuff at you. And you got to learn how to be tough. And you got to learn how to handle it. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck. And it's going to make you sick. Especially if you have any kind of a health issue arising. Because it will all come up during this ascension. Anything and everything that might be wrong with you will be coming to the surface to be released. Okay? And I'll also be doing one on the purge, which is what we're going through now. We're all going through a purging. And I know you're feeling this. I know most of the world is feeling this. So, hang in there. Hang in there. It's tough. I can show you ways to get through it a little easier. And we have family and friends who don't understand you. Or they refuse to understand because they're so set in their ways in whatever religion or belief that they have. So sometimes we have to work with that, okay? So I'm gonna do an entire video on this. This one's already gone way too long. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like, subscribe, and share if you did. And like I said, I have lots of information to help guide you on your ascension. But yes, I do charge for that. And my brand name is We Are All One, Good Vibes. And I'm out here to help as many people as I can. Okay? Please feel free to like, subscribe, and share to this video. And till I see you next time, take care. Bye for now.